Yo, what's up guys, it's me, Sparky, trying out a new idea. Welcome to podcast, Shmodcast, and I'm joined by Taffy.
Hi, how's it going?
It's pretty trash at the moment, I don't know, like...
Yo, what's up guys, is the worst way to start a podcast, by the way.
But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Who starts a podcast like the rest of their video?
I don't know, like, what would you have said?
What would I have said? I don't know, come up with something original, like...
Okay, go ahead, you come up with something original then, see?
I can't, not right now, not off the top of the head.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can't just use your intro from your videos.
I didn't, that would just be like, hey guys, it's Sparky and welcome.
It's basically the same thing, you said, yo, what's up guys, I'm blah 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 blah. Anyways, welcome to episode 0.
Yeah, this is the unofficial pilot.
This may not even go on.
Yeah, look, I know this is probably going to go up, but like, judging by all the other series on my channel, it doesn't stand a good chance. Because I don't actually think I've had a series over episode 3.
Oh, that feels bad.
Yeah,
right.
just look at like the live streams.
Hold on, can I do some keyboard smashing real quick?
Preferably not.
Okay. I was gonna search out what time zone, like most of America's.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, we'll be recording these on Monday and posting them. What do you think?
I don't know.
Because right now this pilot episode is being recorded on Thursday.
This is gonna go up whenever.
We might not even post this, yeah.
This is honestly, yeah, just a test.
But it might go up.
Yeah. So, what did you do last weekend?
What did I do last weekend? Last weekend, I think I started off Saturday with my my weekend sport, right? And then
Karate isn't a sport.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right, chill. Yeah, it is. I think I spent the rest of my Saturday playing Siege, probably Rainbow Six Siege.
Siege.
I'm not very good at Siege, but I like it. It's
I mean,
a fun game.
the thing is, I haven't like seen any gameplay, so I can't give an honest thing. I've never played.
It's a very close quarter combat, like.
I know it's like that, but like I haven't seen like that much.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. It's fun though. It's a very good rank. Like, it's a very good competitive game. Except I don't play competitively because it's not my type of game.
Is it essentially the same as like Counter-Strike and all that?
Okay, say that to anyone who likes Siege, and you, I think, will get ripped apart. Siege is very, very different from Counter-Strike. Siege is so tactical, and it requires so much strategy. It also heavily depends on aim. But map knowledge and, you know, spatial awareness is super useful.
Oh, like Fortnite.
Okay, alright, we're done here.
Okay.
No, it's... Okay, Fortnite is a dead game.
Yeah, it died in like a couple months.
Yeah, it did. Well, it had a good run, and everyone thought it'd go on for ages. If, like, right now, Fortnite could make a popular and successful pro scene, then it would improve its shelf life by so much.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you need in a game, really. Just a pro scene, and it could be played so much more. But it tried to do that and couldn't really go anywhere with it. So Apex Legends took over.
I mean, I wouldn't say it took over because it kind of just one-upped it for a week or so, and then.
Oh yeah. Right now, no one's really talking about Apex Legends.
Yeah. I mean, like, Fortnite essentially jumped on the bandwagon of Battle Royale, helped it, like, grow so much, and then it kind of died with it.
Yeah. Well, okay, here's the thing with the Battle Royales. Apex Legends came out so much later than Fortnite and PUBG, right? Apex Legends has all of that feedback to work off of, all of those things. That's why it's such a fundamentally, like, it's such a solid game. That respawn aspect, where you can respawn your teammates even after they've died in a Battle Royale, that type of stuff is, you know...
So, like, Apex Legends isn't a Battle Royale, is it?
It definitely is a Battle Royale, just with more aspects that kind of steer it further away. So it could be a competitively viable game. It just needs to figure out issues like its netcode. A lot of people are experiencing tons of server lag right now, and that's not very good to make a competitive game.
I mean, I guess that, like, just happens with games.
Yeah, but with Apex Legends, it's definitely a unique experience where we haven't had this type of thing before. We're just hoping they fix it. They're coming out with a lot of stuff based on community. What's the word? Suggestions, right?
Yeah.
Community feedback, and it's very good that they're listening to the community. It's one thing that not too many studios do that they should.
I mean, it was launched 2 months ago.
Yeah,
Right.
I think so. It was launched,
4th February.
Yeah. It's gonna die very soon.
Yeah, I think it was kind of...
I feel that they're not doing too much with it right now, that it's gonna die quickly.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Yeah, ability. This all came off the intro, so.
Oh yeah, like, okay. My weekend, it was like... It was just filled with traveling.
Dubbo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dubbo.
Dubbo.
6-hour drive. And on the way up, we went through a lightning storm, which was great.
Damn.
Like, literal, the entire sky just filled with, like, just light. And,
That's horrible, but that looks really cool, right?
Yeah. It does,
It would just
but
been,
it's...
it would just been for a pain for whoever was driving.
Yeah, like, you really don't want to see... Like, it's cool to see that, but you don't want to see it when you're the one, like, driving on a highway.
Was there like traffic or anything?
There was a bit of traffic, but, like... Yeah, because on the way back, our navigation system sent us, like, all the way around the back way, where, like,
big
there was...
road.
Yeah, where there was, like, no service stations or any place that we could just stop and eat anything. So we just had to go
really?
the whole way in one go.
Yeah, I think I spent like 10 hours on the car just going one way from Queensland down to where I live, so it's pretty easy.
Wait, you'd, like, drive up to Queensland?
Yeah, I drove all the way up to Queensland. 8 hours or something. Non-stop. I started at like 2 in the morning. I think our parents woke us up at 2 in the morning, we got in the car and we just headed out for an 8-hour trip.
God.
We stopped there in the middle of the day, so it was good, we got a lot done.
Yeah, and I think I've mentioned this, but, like, we went to a sailing club, and you know when you're away, you're, like, really used to being scammed with menus. Like, everything's really expensive.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, well, we, like, our family just ordered a whole bunch of stuff. I ordered schnitzel, and it was bigger than my face. It was massive. I couldn't, like, fit, like... We also ordered, like, a shared plate of fried rice, because we thought we could just eat off of that, but that was absolutely massive. That plate was, like, the size of a, like, laptop keyboard.
Oh my god.
And it was massive.
What was this place? Was it like an Asian restaurant? Or
It was a sailing club that had, like, mainly Asian food, but it also had,
right.
like, other stuff, like steak and stuff.
No, okay. That's good. I kind of want to try that out.
Yeah.
Did you stay anywhere, or did you just head up there for, like, a day or something?
No, yeah, so we'd stayed for 2 nights, and on the Saturday we went down to the zoo, and I think we stayed at, like, the closest hotel to the zoo. It was like a 7-minute drive. Not even.
So you stayed in a hotel. How was the hotel? What was that?
It was alright. It had, like, a double bed and a single bed and a TV.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Okay.
it was at, like, we weren't expecting a whole bunch, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a whole bunch when I went to Queensland. I thought my parents would have just got was your Wi-Fi working? Did that work?
Huh?
Did your
Not
Wi-Fi
really.
work?
I managed to, like, hook onto the zoo's Wi-Fi for 10 minutes, just so I could keep my streak on Memrise.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
Japanese network is
they
taking a toll.
they had, like, Wi-Fi there, but it just wasn't, like, really. It's one of those things. It's like, oh, hotel free Wi-Fi, or put in the password or something, and yeah.
Yeah, okay, so when I went to Queensland, I stayed in a holiday apartment. Which is a thing I've never been in before. My parents decided to book out a holiday apartment. And it is crazy. It was a full-on, like, apartment building.
Oh my god.
And it had a kitchen, it had a full-blown living room, like a deck outside. It had, like, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and, yeah, I think that was it. It was pretty crazy. It was massive. And the Wi-Fi, like, worked in the living room and out on the deck.
Oh my
And there was a
god.
swimming pool that we went in, like, 3 of the 5 days that we were there. It was crazy. It was the best place I've ever stayed on a holiday.
Yeah, when I went to Queensland, we had, like, really good, essentially just an apartment with, like a master bedroom, smaller bedroom, and, like, 2 bathrooms. and a really good kitchen overlooking the beach. It was really amazing.
Yeah.
But no, our like hotel in Dubbo, you know how most hotels have like the breakfast buffet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so ours was like 7 till 9, and we decided to get there at 8. And like there was probably 20 other people there, and I'd like to say that none of the other people there were probably under the age of 60.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah. I mean...
Like, I saw probably, like, one couple with kids, but that's pretty much it.
What were the majority of the other people like?
What do you mean?
Like, what age, I guess? Like, what are the...
Oh, like,
You know.
they were all, like, retired, I assume.
Oh, right, okay. Oh yeah, I've got a funny story. My family planned to extend our Queensland trip by 1 day, to come down to stay in Byron Bay at a hotel.
Like, how far into the trip? Like, when they were there? Or just before?
No, so I'm pretty sure we kind of talked about it before the trip started. And on, like, the second last or last day of the trip, we thought about it and like booked a hotel to stay in Byron Bay. Me and my sister weren't on it. Like we would refuse to stay in Byron Bay. We just wanted to go home to proper Wi-Fi.
Honestly, yeah, same.
Honestly. Yeah. So we ended up not staying at Byron Bay simply because my dad booked a hotel, but it turns out that the hotel that he booked was in the middle of somewhere in Europe.
Oh my god.
So we booked a hotel that we never went to, and we had to like ring them up or email them and tell them that yeah, we're actually on the other side of the world. Could you cancel that booking?
Oh my god. Like, how?
I don't know. He was just sitting at like the table that we sat in the hotel, in the apartment, and he was just on his phone, and we were about to leave, like packing up our stuff. I go like, so Dad, where are we going? He's like, we're gonna stay in Byron Bay, and on the car ride there, it was like an hour or 2 hour car ride, and my mum just tells me like, oh, by the way, your dad booked a hotel in Europe, we're not staying at Byron Bay, and it was so funny to me that he managed to book somewhere in Europe.
Look,
Considering that most of Europe isn't English.
Look, kids, I'm extending our holiday by 1 day in which we're flying there and back to Europe.
No, yeah, it was kind of suspicious to me because I looked at the hotel. It was like 4 or 5 stars. It was a really nice hotel. It had super nice rooms and a really nice pool. But the name was sketchy to me. Like, it was in Spanish.
Yeah.
And it made sense that it was in the middle of somewhere in Europe. It was pretty crazy.
I mean, I guess you could find, like, some hotels in, like, Queensland or something that would be in Spanish. Like,
yeah, that's why I didn't question it. Like, that makes sense. But, nope.
I mean, jeez, how do you, like, was he in a rush?
I don't think he was. I'm pretty sure he looked very thoroughly over it. He just forgot to check the country. I feel that is pretty important.
Well, was it just like, oh, extremely close to the Eiffel Tower, and they just thought, wow, it's near an airport.
Oh wow, telephone stations all over this.
Oh my gosh, like,
it would have been crazy.
Seriously.
But, yeah. I can't remember too much on the way back. I think I just slept and woke up and slept and woke up for like, 12 hours. I got home.
I can, depending on what the trip is, I can, like, not really sleep traveling.
Really?
Like, if it's a really long, like, traveling, like, hours and hours and hours, I'd probably sleep a little bit, but, like, on planes and stuff, I just can't sleep.
Huh. Okay, this is a bit off topic, but it's kind of on topic. Have you ever had a moment with your body where you go like, oh, is this permanent? Is this like a permanent health issue now?
I kind of get what you mean. Like, sometimes I just get a sharp jabbing pain in, like, my sides, and I go, oh no, I'm finally losing an organ.
I'm dying. My heart's failing me. I had a trip. I had to fly back to Vietnam once, and we were coming back to Sydney's airport early in the morning. And on the descent, my ears like popped.
Oh yeah.
You know they pop and you can't really feel anything inside your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. it kept going for longer than I thought it should. And I just went like, alright, we have 5 minutes till we land, how about I just close my eyes and go to sleep a bit? Because I haven't slept at all on that flight. I watched like Wonder Woman and like the first 5 minutes of the Emoji Movie before I quit it, because it was so bad. So I decided to sleep, and I woke up, and my ears were still, totally blocked. And I looked outside the window. I was in the middle seat, so I looked past like 3 seats, and went like, hold up, we've landed. We've landed already. So I stepped out, like, we got out of the plane, we got our bags and everything, and my ears were just still blocked the entirety of the time. And it scared me so much, because I thought I just permanently gone deaf. And that was it. I didn't tell anyone until I got back home and realized, okay, it's just a temporary thing.
I mean, I think there's like a story on Tumblr about like a guy who was first smoking, and then as soon as he like started smoking, he just went black, and he just thought, oh no, I've literally smoked myself blind. I'm never gonna live with myself. And then he just hears a voice from his brother saying, "Ayo, dude, stop leaning on the light switch."
Gee. Man, did that stop him? Did that stop him from smoking ever?
Probably like for a bit, I guess.
No, okay, yeah. If you got scared so much good that you done something, I highly doubt you would do it again. Even if you know it was like another thing.
Like parroting a movie or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you pirate a movie, you get in trouble, but
yeah.
Oh. What are some things that have been stirring me up lately? What angers me? The weather's crazy.
The weather's been
pretty
nice.
The weather's been pretty hot. Hotter than it should be right now.
Really?
Right, yeah, because summer ended ages ago.
It ended like a month ago, but it's not that hot. Like for the next like end of the week, until the end of the week, it's gonna average like 26 degrees, which I guess is kind of normal for like.
Oh well, yeah. It's gonna get cold soon, like really, really cold soon.
Well,
like
yeah.
And stuff.
Okay, this happens almost every time. Like, we get to winter, and I'm like, why? People always say like, oh my god, Australia's so hot, but like we literally have 20-degree weather. I don't get it. We're not that hot, and then summer rolls around.
Yeah, our weather is fine. Well, until summer hits and we're like with 40-degree weather like every day.
Yeah, seriously.
But Australia is much better than any country on the equator, right?
Oh yeah.
Where their summers are blistering and they just can't stand it.
I know. I'd rather be here than any equator country because most of their summers are like humid. Especially in like rainforests, and that's just painful.
We're lucky to have Australia and that its weather like cycles around. I'd rather just not live in a place like is Argentina really cold?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, some place like Canada or Alaska where it's just always cold. I don't like that. I don't like living in a place like what's on the equator?
Argentina's got like 26-degree weather.
26-degree weather. Okay, that's fine. I don't like living like southern Japan or whatever where it's blistering hot either. Just something where the weather's constant is really annoying. Like I don't like that.
Canada's weather is roughly like 4 degrees. Like it gets up to a top of like 8 this entire week.
Alright, I'm going to Canberra for like the school holidays.
Canberra?
Yeah, I'm going to Canberra.
Why?
It would be nice.
Canberra's such a boring place. It's like the worst capital of the world. Like Melbourne and Sydney are like actually interesting.
I mean, Melbourne's a really livable city, so I'd love to go to Melbourne.
Yeah.
Melbourne would be lovely.
I mean, yeah, we've got plans to maybe go to Melbourne in the next like a few years. Cause it's a really good place, but I don't know.
Have you ever been like the Gold Coast and like Dreamworld and stuff?
Okay, we've gone to like the Gold Coast twice, and the second time we went to SeaWorld.
Oh, so what happened the first time?
The first time?
Yeah.
Oh, the first time was just kind of like up there just for like a weekend kind of, a couple of days away in the holidays. Like, it was just before Christmas, I think. So it was like perfect weather for beaching.
I just tried to flex my calves and they're cramping up now.
Oh yeah, I'm doing the same thing now.
and I'm just pulling back my foot, going like, please don't cramp, please don't cramp.
Oh my god.
I went to Dreamworld. I think is that the one with like the movies and stuff? Like, is that the one with like?
No, that's
DC
Movie
Heroes?
World.
No, DC Heroes. It's Dreamworld.
I don't know. We
Hold on,
we
I'm gonna
instantly
mash my keyboard.
yeah no we instantly ruled out Dreamworld because of like the incident happened only months before or something.
Really, that totally stopped you from going?
I mean, yeah, like and we were also never gonna go on like too many rides.
Who cares?
But no, okay.
It's a one-time accident. Also, yeah, I think I went to Movie World. Yeah, I went to Movie World. The movie's Movie World.
Okay.
I went on. Okay, so my mum planned for me to also keep the thing that you're talking in your head. This is gonna be a bit of a while.
Yeah.
My mum planned to go to Movie World for like 6 hours. So we get there at like 10 or 11 and stay there until 5 or 6 in the afternoon. Spoiler alert, we didn't end up doing that. We left at like 3. It's kind of boring, you know. It gets boring after a while. It's not too fun. I went there, and the first ride that I went on was the Green Lantern ride, and that one goes like, not straight down, but
Pretty close.
more than that. So I literally went up like upside down. It was pretty crazy. I love that ride. It was really good. But I have to say the highlight of my moment was when we were just finishing up and buying some really bad theme park food.
Oh my
That was
god.
like dried cheese and
And it's really
like,
expensive.
Yeah, like moistless patties. It was horrible. The mock ride I had was good. Whatever drink it was. The Joker came in. Okay, so I was in line, gonna buy my stuff, and someone comes in and starts shouting, and I go, oh crap, is there a fight going on? Like, oh no. And I look at the employees, and none of them doing anything. They're just sitting there making their coffee. So I look around the coffee machine, and it's just the Joker. He's sitting there on like a little stand-up comedian chair, and talking into his microphone, and going like, he's just telling jokes, like making fun of the people in the restaurant. And it was really funny. It was the highlight of the entire movie world.
Well, something that wasn't planned.
Yeah, something that was not planned at all. Wasn't like barely part of the rides or anything. It was crazy.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and tell your thing.
Okay, so you know how they have like, so there was like just a bench with the kind of figurine of Squidward from SpongeBob. You know how they have the thing where you can sit next to them and maybe take pictures.
Like Movie World?
No, like at SeaWorld.
SeaWorld, yeah.
Yeah, you know those benches where you can like just sit, and they're not like in costume. And I had to record myself saying this because I literally did not want to ever forget it. But my mum looked at him and said, do you want to sit down and have me take a picture of you with Squidman? You know, the one that from the crab shop. And I just died.
It sounds like something my mum would say as an Asian mom. Oh no.
Oh no, what was I going to say? I went to like I think the biggest inflatable water park in the world, in like Fiji. And like, yeah, it was really good. Like, they had one that was probably like, I don't know, 35 meters tall. Oh. And I've been there like twice and it's great.
Oh.
And it's called...
I think my family planned to go to Fiji.
Yeah,
They wanted to go to like another, like somewhere overseas that wasn't just Vietnam again.
Yeah, I think...
Fiji would be a good, nice place.
Yeah.
I want to say Japan to go with like my friends. After like I graduate or whatever.
Oh yeah, Japan would be a good place, but
it's fun. Yeah.
It's got a lot of foot traffic.
Yeah, and no, but Japan is such a nice place. Like, it's such a small, cozy country, you know. But it's so easy to get around.
Yeah. I mean, like from what I've seen, everyone is like really nice.
Yeah, I've never seen like an actual like Japanese person get mad before or anything. Aside from like my Japanese
mostly because I think that's like tourist job.
Yeah, I think I think they're just naturally kind. I don't know why people call Canadians so kind when they like. Have they ever seen Japanese people?
I mean, I guess
they're pretty kind.
Yeah. Okay, there needs to be like a list of the most kindest countries.
The kindest countries?
Yeah.
You mean like the most tourist-friendly countries?
I don't know, like, I guess. Just like the ones that, on average are just the nicest.
Yeah, I guess so. So you could figure out where to go.
I mean, well, yeah.
What's the stuff that's happening on the internet right now?
Regarding like Article 13.
Yeah, like all that stuff.
Yeah, well, it got passed.
Well, how much of a deal is it gonna do on the meme community?
I'm pretty sure like it's directly excluded from like memes and gifs. It said, but like.
Okay, then what is it for? What was it for? Is it just like copyright content?
I don't know. I'm just having a look.
Is it just stricter copyright laws?
Let's see. Firstly, Article 13 turns internet context sharing platforms of all kinds into the internet police, obliging them to implement surveillance tools in order to carry out this function. Aside
so
from
just stricter copyright?
Yeah, I think.
So you're not able to just get away with like posting. So basically, YouTubers who put like 0.5 seconds of a YouTube video that's not public property yet will get absolutely destroyed.
I saw somewhere that like if you upload copyrighted material, if they can't trace it back to anyone, it just gets removed permanently.
Okay, well that's not very good either.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even sure if that's true, but it also calls for like measures such as the use of effective content recognition technologies, content blocking technology, and stuff like that, and copyright.
Isn't YouTube against Article 13?
Yeah, like they've tweeted like if you check just the YouTube.
Why though?
Because it means that like some of their content creators can't like do stuff. I don't know.
Okay. So it just tightens up content creating on YouTube even more than it is right now.
I guess.
It's kind of broken. Well, it got passed. We can't do much about it. But besides, like...
Yeah, I just have a... Because I think, the pinned tweet on, like, the YouTube creators' Twitter page is update. The European Parliament has now voted the EU Copyright Directive. Thanks to all the creators who spoke up about how Article 13 will impact them and their community. Here's our statement on today's vote. The final version of the EU Copyright Directive is an improvement, but yeah. So essentially they're saying they're against it because it's limiting creators.
Is it the EU?
Is
it just the EU that's restricted?
I think it's stuff made in the EU.
Okay, so we won't be able to see like EU copyright content or whatever it is.
So I think like reaction channels might be like some of the biggest hit.
Oh yeah. What reaction channels are really important? What reaction channels are actually good?
Look, I think the bad.
PewDiePie's, I guess. He's
turned into reaction, but he's also kind of morphed into his own content.
Yeah. Meme review and Pewdies. There's a channel called MXR Plays that I always talk about. It's literally just they're like a 25-year-old, I think, Asian couple. And they're just really funny to me for some reason. And I like to watch their reaction content.
Yeah, I think there's
they
like...
might get hit too.
There's a channel called like Reaction Time that's got like 15 million subs or something. I mean, there's heaps of like just big channels that will eventually just like have to stop.
Too many reaction channels now are just one person. Like there's no quirkiness, there's no charm or what's the other word I'm looking for?
But I mean,
there's nothing special about a charisma. There's nothing special about their content. Stuff like game directors or whatever. When they look at new games, stuff like that is good because they have a certain expertise required. And they can really give their opinion on that game, and that's good. Like that's good reaction content. But something just like some guy sitting in his chair in his room on the edge of like LA, like looking at memes or whatever for views.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Isn't really good content.
We've just hit about 30 minutes at this point, but okay, there's like two types of like bad reactions. They're just the one who sit there and do nothing, and the ones who like just constantly pause the video and just make the viewer aggravated, like, and they're the typical ones who'd stretch it out to 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, yep. I mean, a lot of channels are, like, even the most innocent channels possible are, like, they're, what's the word? I'm losing all my words while I'm talking this podcast.
Yeah.
Even, they're convicted, right? They're convicted of, stretching their video out to 10 minutes, and honestly, I've got no problem with that. As long as it's literally just not, like, a black screen at the end of the video, for whatever time fills the rest of it, or if it's not just them purposely putting in repeat clips or whatever, then I'm fine with it.
I mean, like, yeah, but as long as that's filled with content. Like, if they're just talking, like, if they stretch out the intro to just say, hey, I'm gonna count to 10, and if you can press subscribe, you get, like, I don't know, write down in the comments, ready? 10. Like, that's just pain.
Yeah. Look, I don't have an issue with that, because, these people do it for a living. So, it's just like any normal advertisement, right? If those poor people who work like Domino's, and their boss goes like, hey, take this side and go out on the street and start dancing with them or whatever. Like, it's pity advertisement, but it's what they have to do if they want to make a living out of this job that's so unordinary.
No, so I think a better example would be you go to Domino's, you order a pizza, and then the cashier says, okay, your pizza will be ready in a bit, but right now here's a whole bunch of specials, so we are going to delay that pizza while we tell you all these fantastic savings you could have got.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's kind of just bullying.
You're there for the pizza, and them advertising isn't really helping.
Yeah, I guess so. No, but I have no people who put like gaming channels, so like funny moment channels, like Fits and Tuxbird or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Those people who put like extra clips in or promote their merch. I've got no problem with that, because all they do, like, they do it for a living, and YouTubers don't make us the public just perceives. Like, they are solely based on the way that we watch them, and like so if they don't intrigue viewers, then they can't make money, and if they don't reach the 10 minutes, they can't make money, and viewers won't watch videos over 10 minutes because they're advertising or whatever. So it's all just a big conundrum, and the YouTubers are at the bottom of this.
I mean, yeah, but like the algorithm plays into like certain channels, like vloggers and gamers who can easily get their things up to that mark are like perfect for sponsors and advertising. But like skit creators who probably have their videos at 1.5 minutes max, they have no time to fit in sponsors.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. It's just the way YouTube handles their algorithms. So, people like Jacksepticeye right now, who's making a series, I believe, on Satisfactory, which is a game. He's easily hitting 30 minutes, 40 minutes, getting all those mid-roll ads. And people, like Nika Hika, and what other channels? Your channel?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not monetized at all, actually.
No.
Channels like Fits or whatever, they can only fit in a couple of ads, if not all. If not at all. I don't think Nika Hika puts on ads, or very minimal ads.
Yeah. I think this is kind of relevant, but like a year ago, like instead of just, I think Markiplier just started doing like 30-40 minute videos instead of like stretching it out to like 5 different episodes, which like,
yeah, well, that's what the people want. Yeah, so no one's gonna watch your watch your Telltale Batman series or Minecraft series or whatever if you're gonna stretch every single. Okay, so like the Telltale games have episodes. I assume you know that, right?
Yeah,
they have different episodes of the levels and whatever.
Yeah, I've played Telltale.
Okay, I haven't.
I played Minecraft story mode.
A lot of people get those episodes and split them into 5 episodes of like 10 minutes each. But a lot of Jacksepticeye or Captain Sparkles, who did Minecraft story mode. I think Jacksepticeye did Minecraft story mode or whatever. They really put it out there and made it like 15 minutes long or like an hour long.
I mean, gaming YouTubers don't have to do too much to stretch out the video. They've already
Yeah,
got
they
a big
just
chunk
have
of
to play the
content.
game more. Yeah.
Like, they're given a game, and that's like, okay, this is 3 hours of content. Split this up however you want.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just so much easier for gaming YouTubers because they've already got their content figured out. They just need to record it and, like, put it into a video. While people, like, comedy YouTubers and stuff, they have to actually make their own content, like, script their own works. And so much more work goes into comedy and skits rather than just playing a video game.
And the same in, like, animation and stuff. Like,
oh yeah, animation is an absolute pain to go through. To edit, like, to animate every single video, it just takes so long.
but I do think there's been a recent algorithm switch to, like, help benefit animators. Because, like, you'd watch a couple of videos, and then you'd just be stuck in a loop, and you'd watch, like, 20 more. And then a month later when they upload, you'd watch another 20, because you'd be like, oh yeah, let's watch this again.
Yeah, like, so the algorithm is obviously getting better and more people to, according to community outrage, because we're such an overpowered force.
Hell yeah.
But one of the big things, and I want to know your opinion on this, is new channels. Do you think that YouTube should have a sort by new section where you could go to all the newest channels based on your liking?
So you're saying, like, okay, here's a bunch of smaller channels that also suit what you like.
Yeah, so you can have, like, your recommended tab, your gaming tab, whatever, and then there's a sort by new tab, and it just gives you, like, a bunch of small channels, like 100 subs or whatever, their content, and that gives such, like, small YouTubers who are trying to make, like, a future off of this a chance.
But then again, it is a bit hard to go through, because there's millions of different channels. To go through every single one who isn't even that, like, big, and chances are won't be that good, and just see who they'd be suited to.
See, the way the YouTube algorithm is now, it's so based on luck. If that one person doesn't come to your channel and watch a video and share that video and more people don't come, then, like, you can't benefit. You just can't continue off that. You have to... Do you think the algorithm changes for the size of your YouTube channel?
Like, on how people, like, get your videos?
Like, so I feel that, like, the videos that will get watched or that will get recommended at low channels will be, like, tutorials or, like, guides or whatever, like walkthroughs or whatever, instead of proper works that take original, like, effort.
I mean, yeah, you look at, like, the third biggest channel, 5 Minute Crafts, they're essentially just, like, a life hack channel that just reuse stuff and post, like, 5 times a day.
Okay, I feel that 5 Minute Crafts is just a bunch of teenage girls who want to be creative, who can't.
No, it's a corporation. Like,
is it a corporation?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
I thought it was just a team of, like, 5 guys who sat in, like, their mom's basement.
No, it's like...
And, like, had an actual setup.
Because the thing is, yeah, they post 5 videos a day, every day. Like, there is... Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Well, I mean, it'd go, like, 10 hacks for back to school. And then, like, it'd show you the first 1 minute or 2 of back to school hacks. And then it kind of essentially branches off. So they can just use as many reusable ones as they can.
Yeah. I mean, they're eventually going to run out of ideas.
Yeah.
It's crazy that they're the third biggest channel.
Yeah, I know. And they're, like, honestly, rising fast.
Yeah.
Because, like, people see this and go, whoa, it's so amazing, I'm gonna, like, subscribe. But, like...
Yeah, people with half a brain, apparently.
It's not original content.
If you actually looked at the videos and paid proper attention, you'd realize that the videos don't make sense, and they're really just trying to, reach for straws here. Like, I
mean, there's countless
content, and they're just trying to make bad ideas.
There's countless examples of just people trying out the hacks and it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
They're feeding lies.
How much are we at now?
Yeah, I was gonna say...
It's crazy, right?
We have just hit, like, 40 minutes.
Damn. Alright, well, this went longer than I thought.
Okay, any final words?
Any final words? Honestly, no. Skate fast. Don't wear your seatbelt because skateboards don't have seatbelts.
What if they did, though?
If they did, then that's a one-way road to death, because you're not going to be able to get off that skateboard once you're steep.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks, Taffy, for joining me. Hopefully this won't just get lost in oblivion.
Thanks, S-Bark. I think it will, because I made a mistake, though.
Oh, well, I'll try
We'll
that.
see what your editing can do.
Yeah, so we'll see you, hopefully, in the next episode of episode 1. This has been the pilot episode.
This is the pilot episode. Yeah.
Bazinga.